Hey, here's Joe again, and welcome back to Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, where we are trying to go... for, I assume, the final bosses of the game by going over here and using our new power-up that we acquired from killing Gremory. That is the wrong direction I shot. How can I use the directed shield? That looks weird. Dimension shift.
Dimension shift! Yeah!
Okay, why am I stuck?
Dimension shift! Dimension
I mean,
shift!
now with a dimension shift, we don't have any problems being stuck
Dimension
anymore.
Yeah!
I'm trying to take the wall to find hidden stuff.
Dimension shift!
Okay, there's still more map to discover here. Interesting. How are we doing? 98.9%, meaning there's 11 more rooms. If I now understand it correctly how it works. Another capacity upgrade. Okay, that's the boss room. Then this means that this is a safe room. 99.1%. Shit, should have switched that out for something that's useful. And we want to save that. I assume it's final boss time now. There's 9 rooms left, if I'm correct about how that percentage works. Let's see. Dominique. You look like Gebel did when he died. Were you a demon all along?
So even Gremory has failed me. Alfred was afraid of what you could do with the shards, but not I.
Look at you. Is that what you wanted? The crystal? You betrayed us, Dominique.
Oh, don't think me ungrateful. I have you and Johannes to thank for teaching me the alchemist lore and how to control the shards. Shards, I might add, which you gave to me of your own will. Your sacrifice has become my strength.
I sold her the shards. And every time I sell Anne, the girl that replaced her, some shards, it also gets added to the same pool because of Dominique told Anne how to do it. Okay, that's a problem.
Why are you doing this?
I still have more shards on me than I sold to her. I'm pretty certain.
Because once again, the demons appeared, and once again God stayed silent, while his servants were slaughtered mercilessly one by one.
Not all of them, some survived.
So I began to wonder, what if there is no God? What if the Lord we grovel and pray before is a lie, and our faith draws power from some other nameless, unspeakable thing? If so, I wash my hands of it, because God can rot. I decided to seek a higher power, the power to slay gods.
Do you realize how many people have died as a result?
They deserve to die because they were weak, and more will follow until I obtain all I desire.
This whole mess wasn't enough for you?
If the last summoning had been enough, I wouldn't have had to bring you here.
You're after a more powerful demon. Gebel's crystal wasn't enough to summon it, so you needed mine instead.
Smart girl. I like that. But your crystal was too clean, too pure. So I made sure you would obtain shards and acclimate yourself to demonic power. Then Gremory could possess you, after the battle with Gebel had worn you down. If Zangetsu hadn't betrayed me...
Doing the right thing isn't a betrayal.
You know what? I never expected to be put in a corner like this. You leave me no choice but to play my final card.
What is she doing? It's a book. Libero
I will
guy.
use my crystal and the Libero Gaiath to summon Bael, the ultimate demon.
Do you realize what will happen to you?
Do you? You don't. So I'll tell you. There's a reason Gebel survived 10 years ago.
What does he have to do with this?
It was in his blood. An exorcist, like me. Our blood suppressed the crystal corruption and effectively spared his life. And now I have surpassed him. I command the crystal through Enochian script. No demon is too powerful for me to summon, even if I cannot keep it here forever.
But the process is slow, because I can see the summoning isn't complete.
Do you really think you can stop me before then?
Oh yes, I do. You don't understand what power is for. You wield it stupidly, arrogantly, and now you will pay the price.
I'm just face tanking her. She's just using random shards. At least she, as she's no demon or something like that, she doesn't have... I laugh how I'm facing the wrong way. Ooh! How did that hit me? Okay, let's use some of our food. I bought a lot. By selling shards, mostly. And that's her.
You leave me no choice. Bael, I summon thee to my side.
Okay, and that's Bael. I think the summoning worked the other way around. Now we're summoned into the hell where Bael is. Okay, that's not how it works then. So this is Ouroboros, the eternal serpent, isn't it? Can you stop crouching, please? Oh, she's still doing her stuff. I'm just damage tanking it because movement here is difficult because I'm getting... I just assume that it's the right thing to do to just continue attacking Bael. Can I please? Are you kidding me?
You leave me no choice.
How did that hit me? Oh, that's my health down again. We're through with... We don't have any food anymore, but we still have potions, a lot of them. And that was Bael. Let me get sucked back into the normal world again. Carabas stays here though. Did we actually defeat Bael or did we just ward him off? Apparently Dominique stayed there. That's good.
Dominique. She could have done so much good, but...
I know.
Wait. The Liber Logaeth.
The book that started it all. What are you going to do
Burn
with
it.
The same thing the Master was trying to do before he died. He inscribed Enochian letters onto each of the castle's structural weaknesses. Now, I will use the book to perform a rite here at the heart of the castle. The rite will activate the Enochian script and send the castle and demons back from whence they came.
So that's what Alfred was trying to accomplish.
We need to begin. Stand back, Miriam.
Okay, that's a weird way to move the camera. Okay, yep, the castle gets annihilated now. The question is, will it work? I mean, the demons are still there, they're just not in our world, and there will still be the possibility to summon them again. Oh, this looks like a normal place. Almost looks like the first ending we
It's
got.
over.
Yes. You've made the world right again.
Not without sacrifice. Gebel, Alfred, Zongetsu.
Gebel's fate was already sealed. There was nothing you could have done. And the Master and Zangetsu made their own choices. They fought gladly and proudly for what they believed in. Lives like theirs deserve to be celebrated.
True. And demons still remain in this world. We can grieve later, after finishing the last of them off.
That reminds me. The Master took note of how I was forestalling your corruption and suggested some improvements. I think I might be able to stop the crystal from overtaking you permanently.
Really?
I can't make any promises, but yes, I think.
Well, thank you, Johannes.
You're very welcome. Come on, let's go home.
All right.
Can you give the same script to the voice actor as the person who writes the text, please, in the future? And that was Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Like, in general, I like this game. I like this game a lot. Good Metroidvania. Worked very fine. One problem I have with it, and I've voiced it out very often, at the annoying parts, like, there's no problem with there being hard boss fights that I can't beat. And there's no problem with like how the save system works. I'm just used to Souls-like saving every progress, and it threw me off that this game doesn't do that, but it's perfectly fine. My main gripe with this game is the freaking grinding. Like, I had to grind my stats up, like to get a better weapon, to get the weapon working and everything, and this is just... It just disrespects my time. Like, the basic crafting system of the game, which you need to interact with. Like, I'm on normal difficulty. We could play this game on hard or nightmare or whatever the difficulty levels are called. It would only get worse. Like, you need to do so much crafting. You need to do all the preparation of meals to get stronger. And it's like, the basic crafting is like there's a shop in one room and you have to go to through 2 transitions to go back to the room where you then craft. You get the fast movement shard at the very, very end of the game, so it's very slow to go from one room to another, and there's 2 black screens in between where it has to load the next areas. So I'm running the game from an M2 SSD, but if I would play this game on like a handheld console, or like it has come out for those kind of things, like it takes an eternity. Like it just takes away your time for nothing. Like they could have did all the crafting and selling and stuff. They could have all put that into one menu, so you don't freaking have to run left and right. If all you do is you want a menu to create 5 big potions out of 20 small potions, but you can only buy 9 at a time, so you have to go back and forth 3 times. It's just bad. It's disrespecting my time as a player, and I don't like that. It's such a pain. It's such a pain. Okay, so now with that out of the way, the game's good. The game's good. I like the Metroidvania mechanics. They work very fine. Reflector Ray is basically unusable because of the sensitivity of the controls of it. And it basically can't be incorporated into while you're running. Like you have to stand and carefully aim it, and then you can do it. So everything that has a time pressure on that, it just doesn't work, because it's just the limitation of how controllers work. I mean, I could have played it with mouse and keyboard, and then I would have aimed with the mouse, and I would have just clicked the button, and that's it. Like, I wish you would have just aimed. It would have worked, yes. But I'm playing with a controller. That's how I like to play these games. But all the Metroidvania mechanics, I really like them. And now I'm thinking about, do I really want to play this game again as Zangetsu? How much will change? Will it be worth it? Will it be not worth it? There's then the 3rd character that they stole from another game that has no agency in this world that you can play, and the 4th character you can cheat your way to playing a 4th character, which is Bloodless. That's the vampire lady that we fought. You can play as her and like use all those accumulating blood mechanics that we never dabbled in at all. To become stronger and stronger and stronger. And that's an interesting gameplay style. Same with Zangetsu. The question is there another campaign with another map or with the same map? I mean, we now needed like 24 or 25, I'm not sure on which episode number we are. We needed like a lot of time to beat the game, and I don't want to go back to square one to play this game again. So I think I'll leave it up to you if you're interested in seeing the other storylines, to find out how much changes when you play again, and I will not do that. What I will be doing in the next few days will be playing Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Like this was a 2.5D game, and those are 2D games that came with the same Kickstarter project, and like they were like a backer target. By reaching certain thresholds, they were unlocked, and I think there's 2 of those or 3. I have no idea. I'm gonna play those games next, and yeah, I'm gonna see you with that. For now, have fun with the credits. See you tomorrow. Okay, so how does it work now? I have connected the controller, which turned itself off again. Fuck it. Aha. I just wanna clear, it says. It says clear. With left trigger we could go into New Game Plus if we want to. What happens if I resume? Ah, okay, we can still look around. We are at 99.2% of the world, meaning that I've been missing 8 small little hidden rooms, and I hope that I didn't miss any bosses. If I did miss any bosses, that's the way it is. Okay, just wanted to see whether we could have continued. Like, I wasn't really clear about like how it works in terms of can I continue to play after the final boss or not. That's why I had to beat Eager and all the post-game stuff that's so ridiculously overtuned in terms of difficulty if you compare it to the other bosses. Like Eager and the Carpenter both were like way more difficult than the final bosses. But yeah, okay, we're fine. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow with Bloodstained Curse of the Moon.